Hello, everyone. I am just taking 2 minutes, not even two. I'm just taking a minute to make sure I have my phone shut off because I realized I didn't check. So hold on 2 seconds and we're good. I'm just going to wait a couple of minutes because it is the top of the hour and I want to make sure that anyone who wants to be here today is here. And I'm really excited. Yesterday I posted an image, a meme that said metaphorically speaking, and it's about decoding the world around you. So there are times in life where we feel like we get dealt a really tough hand and we feel like it's a little unfair. You may have even felt like the world is against you, that the universe is conspiring against you. But I want you to know that that's not true. And I'm going to take a sip of water. It always happens, right? I go live and there's like, gotta have a tickle in my throat. Well, that's when you know it's really live. So if you look at your life, I know I've looked at mine. I've really been reflecting over the past few weeks, especially. However, the past week has been huge. And this is funny because now this is a metaphor. Me speaking and a tickle in my throat. That's a metaphor. And I'm going to get back to that later. I'm going to take another sip of water. Here we go, right? This is live, this is fun, and this is about decoding the world around you. So, shall we? Okay, so I used to be in a place in my life where I always felt like the world was against me. That thing where you hear, the good Lord doesn't give you any more than you can handle or deal with. Well, my thought was, you've given me my quota. I'm done. Share something with someone else. I can't take any more. And that's the mindset that I used to be in. My husband used to call me Chicken Little. I was waiting for the sky to fall. And I was so sure that if it fell, it would be on me. There was no doubts. Hello, Nancy. Hi, Tammy. I'm glad you're here. So that's where I was. In the past few days, I started looking at things. I'm doing some writing every day, and I recognize something that I really haven't shared with anyone. And I don't know if I fully recognized it for myself. So I wanted to share this with you because anyone who knows me knows that people who know me call me a metaphor queen. And for me, everything is a metaphor. That has not always been the case. The way I used to live my life was in a state of, I'm going to say, in a state of doing. I did what was expected of me. I did what I needed to do. And I really didn't do anything else. I looked at the world around me as being exactly what it was. Whatever I saw, that's what it was. If I couldn't see something, it wasn't real. So lacked faith, obviously lacked confidence. So I'm going to take you on a little journey with me because this is when metaphors started for me and I started to look at the world differently, the world around me and the one I was creating for myself. So it was back in 2007. I went away for a group coaching session type thing. And one of the mornings that I was walking from the hotel over to the conference center, I was looking at everything around me and I was marveling at everything. And in the, when I got to the conference, one of the women asked, how was your morning? What was it like on your way over here? And I started to share what I was experiencing as I walked over. And it was great. And then I paused and I recognized that I was describing what I was seeing. And yet I could have so easily been describing my life. And it was magical. in that moment, it was magical. And I was like, wow. And she looked at me and she said, that's quite a metaphor you've got going. And I thought, metaphor? I never considered metaphors in that context before. And what I realized was from that moment on, I started to look at everything outside of me differently. And I thought, whoa, this is teaching me about what's going on inside of me, what I'm experiencing. And when I looked outside and I could feel what was going on inside of me, I was like totally like shocked, because my mental state most of the time was in a very dark place. And honestly, the person you're seeing on screen today is not the person I was years ago. So from that moment on, I started to live my life like that. Now, I didn't share that with anyone. I just lived my life like that. I started to look beyond what was. And that's when things start to really shift. So those moments when you're feeling like everything is going wrong, when you're at you're not paying attention or you're not listening to that knowing that is within you, that is inside of you. And that moment when I was describing my walk over to the event, I recognized that I was really describing my life. So metaphors are interesting and they're fun. So for me, through the years when I've been coaching women, when I'm working with women, I'm sharing with them how to see beyond what is in front of them, how to explore and consider differently what's possible, and how so much is a reflection. Oh, Debbie's joined us. Hello, Debbie. Teresa, hello. So I want today to be fun, and I want you to open yourself to considering what I took a picture the other day, and I want you to open yourself up to considering, wow, well, maybe what you're seeing every day are signs that you've actually been looking for, but you haven't known how to decode the world around you because you haven't been taught to. This is how I make my life fun. This is how I make my fun. This is fun for me. My life is fun for me. And the more I share things with women, how to decode everything around them, they become surprised. And this is the most important thing, they get excited. Life is meant to be fun. It's meant to be exciting. Are there struggles and are challenges? Are there? Yes, absolutely. However, what if you looked at them as a metaphor? What if you learned how to decode them so that you can discover more about who you are as an individual? Because I'll tell you, that morning I walked over to the event, I never would have described my life like that. And yet here I was describing everything that I was taking in. However, this is where it gets kind of fun. What I was seeing was my life. So a lot of times what happens is you're unconsciously ignoring, denying, or you're blocking your inner knowing. Because let's be honest, we were not taught to pay attention to our own feelings. We were taught to pay attention to everyone else's. So what I want to share with you is that no matter how hard you try to shut down that genius that is within you, God, Spirit, the universe, whatever it is for you, will always offer you some sort of sign. And again, you and I weren't taught to look beyond what's in front of us. We were taught to accept what we're seeing at face value. It's that wonderful expression that drives me nuts. And it is what it is. It's not. It's not. Whatever you're seeing, whatever crap you're seeing, whatever devastation, there's something more behind it. There's something more. And when you allow yourself to take a step back and kind of look at that bigger vision or picture, whatever it is, you have to allow yourself to know that you're witnessing something or experiencing something because you need to. It's God, the universe, spirit. It's sending you a message. And I know that sounds a little big right now, maybe. However, I want you to stay open-minded about this. So here's the beauty of it. If you can't hear or are ignoring the truth that is within you, it will be reflected outside of you. Know that everything is working with you, for you, because of you. So whatever you're experiencing on the inside is always emanating. So in many ways, you are projecting what you need to see. And I say what you need to see because same thing I shared with you in the beginning, I wasn't recognizing that what I was witnessing was really a metaphor for my life. So I'm going to attempt to share an image with you. And I took it the other day. Now, there are many people, if they looked at my life, if you were a fly on my wall, you would look at me and there's a good chance you'd think like, who is this person? They're talking to themselves. What are they doing? Yeah, I'm that person that makes you go like, what? And I like that. I like that because I want you to go like, what the fuck? What is she talking about? I want you to know what I'm talking about. So I'm going to take a step back and I'm going to give you a little bit of what I was going through a couple days ago. So it was Friday. I had a business meeting online, a Zoom call, and I'm looking at hiring someone to help me with stuff. And I have never taken that bigger step forward, not consciously. I did it because I was told it's what I needed to do. However, what I was experiencing this time was completely different. And there was a sense of excitement about it. It's like I could feel that this was the right thing to do. However, I had never done it before. So I was on the call for about just over an hour, and my office space is upstairs. This is my office space. And I went downstairs, and I didn't need to. I just felt this pull. And I want you to consider, when you sense a need to go outside, if you sense a need to go get a coffee at the drive-thru, if you sense that you want to color, I want you to consider engaging whatever it is that comes up for you. So I could have stayed sitting at my desk and writing because I had lots of notes that I had taken during the meeting. And rather than review them, I suddenly found myself being pulled to go outside. So I go downstairs and I go outside, and my husband's in the backyard and I'm chatting with him. And then, remember, this is a pull forward. You're called to do something. I suddenly walk over to a maple tree and I look at it in awe. And I'm going to share it with you, okay? So you can see what I'm talking about. Here we go. We're going to see, here's the real, here's the real truth to see if I know how to share. And it's not there. So maybe I don't know how to share. Hold on. Oh, I can. Not all the images are there. Of course not. Bear with me. So this is real, this is live. And if you know me, sometimes I'm very challenged by technology. However, I am not going to let it get the best of me. I am really stoked about sharing this with you. So, all right, I think I can do this. Perseverance, ladies. Don't let anything stop you. If you have a desire, like, just keep going. All right, we shall say again, if I can do this. Here. You. Oh no, God. Let me know in the chat if you can see this image that I'm about to share. All right, can you see that? Anybody? Let me know in the chat. Can you see the tree? All right, it's not showing me all the messages, so I'm still going to keep talking. I'm trusting that the image of the maple tree is there. Now, if you look at it, you can see the seeds. The seeds are called keys. I shared that with someone this morning, and they didn't know what they were called. Excellent. Thank you, Debbie. All right, so they're called keys. And okay, so you're on your phone, so it's small. Okay, so if you can see this little bit of reddish, those are the keys from the maple tree. So here I am, I walk outside, and yes, I talk to myself. I talk to the trees, I talk to the birds, I talk to everything. And they say it's a sign of insanity. Nah, it's a sign of brilliance. So I walk outside, I walk over to this tree, and I look up at it, and I'm just like blown away. Excuse me, see? There's something I need to share. Taking a sip of water, doing it. Glad to hear you talk. You talk to everything too, Teresa, and you might talk to more things after this. So I walk over to the tree, and I look up at it, and I'm like, wow. And I say this out loud. I go like, oh my God, look at all the keys. And then I look at them and I go, and they're red. What's that mean to you? Maybe nothing. Here's what it meant to me. I just got off this business call. I felt like I knew what I was going to be doing. I felt like I was ready to take that next step. And I walk outside and I see all these keys and I see they're red. What the keys represented for me, there's tons of keys, and I'm going to show you another image. There were tons of keys, and the message for me is that as I move forward, and every day of my life for that matter, not only do I have the keys, I am the key. And if you're listening to this, I want you to consider for yourself that there are no coincidences. You're here today because there is something within you that possibly you've been going like, oh, I think I'd like to do that, or something's holding you back from doing something that you want to engage in. You just want to say yes to it. And yet you're holding yourself back. Chances are you're here today because you need to hear for yourself that you are the key. You have everything that you need to move forward. Now, the other thing is, I said they were red. So, interestingly enough, we have another maple tree on the other side of the property, and the keys on it are not red. These ones were red. And I walked towards that tree. The relevance or the significance of the red for me represents the root chakra. The root chakra is red, and it's about being safe. It's about being grounded. And I thought, there it is. If I ever had a doubt whether I should be moving forward and hiring this company to have someone work with me, if I doubted it, in that moment, it was very clear to me. I am the key, I have all the keys, and I am safe, and I'm grounded in who I am, and I'm ready to take that step forward. Now, that's just a tree. Now, imagine living your life where, you're looking for a sign, and nothing comes. That would have been me years ago. I want you to consider that everything around you represents a sign. Now, if you saw the image yesterday, I'm just going to stop sharing. Hold on. And here I am. If you saw the image that I shared yesterday on metaphorically speaking, decoding the world around you, there's an eagle, there's a chipmunk. I don't know, chipmunk, which side it is, a squirrel, there's a butterfly, there's a little butterfly on the bottom. They are all metaphors. They are all metaphors. So you could look up just for animal speaks. If you Google spirit animal or meaning of, whatever animal you might see today, I want to share with you that what you see holds a message for you and you alone. I was speaking with a client, I don't know. It was probably a few months ago. Yeah, it was a few months ago. And she said, I was in my backyard and I looked up and she saw a few eagles, a few of them. And there were other people around her. And when she said to them, did you see the eagles? Aren't they amazing? No one else saw them. No one else saw them. They flew away, but she had seen them. So the message is for her. So I want you to consider that as you go about your day, as you do anything, whether it's a blue jay you see, do not assume that, oh, that's a blue jay. It is what it is. It's a bird. It's blue. It's a blue jay. No, stop that shit. Consider a blue jay just showed up in my life. I wonder what that means. Honestly, from the top of my head, I don't remember what the blue jay means because there's so much meaning. So if you want to play and you want to have fun in your life, there are signs around you that are there. They're guiding you forward. But if you don't know how to decode them and consider what they mean, you're not going to get the message. So just for fun, and I'm going to hopefully keep this video up, comment below later on today, or if you go out even tomorrow, I might post something. That's what I'll do. I'll post something and I'm going to say, what did you become aware of? What did you notice? What is the metaphor for you? I'm going to post something so you can keep engaging in this and having fun with it and playing, because life is not supposed to be hard. It's supposed to be fun, exciting. It's supposed to be an adventure. And no, that is not how I saw the world years ago at all. But I want to invite you to let life be fun. Even if there is a lot of struggle and challenge in your life right now, allow yourself to consider something like this is happening because it is preparing you for something you need in the future. You're going to need the knowledge of moving through the challenge that is in front of you. You're going to need this information. So need is a key word here, because this woman that I work with, she needed to see those eagles and no one else, because the message was for her. When I went out in my backyard, look, my husband was walking back and forth beside that tree. He doesn't see the world the way I do. I'm sad for him. I see so much. So he's walking by this tree. To him, what he sees is a tree. And yeah, whoopee, it's got keys on it. No, for me, it was huge. It was such a huge message. And I got excited about it. And I got excited enough that I decided to share with you how I view the world and how I step into each and every day. Now imagine waking up in the morning and not going like, oh God, not dreading the day ahead of you, but getting excited about it, because you don't know what you're going to see. You're not going to know. And, did I go out? I was going to say purposefully. Yes, I did purposefully go outside, but it wasn't It wasn't a thought that I had, oh, I better go outside. I better see if there's a message. No, that's not the way it works. It's like life is unfolding the way it needs to for you. So you're paying attention to what's going on inside of you. What is that pull forward, or what are you being called to do or engage? What is that? And start paying attention to it. And for years I've been sharing with women, engage every positive thought that pops into your head. Any of it, all of it. Engage it. Not the stories of like, oh my God, I can't believe this one did that. Don't engage that shit. That's not growth. Engage the things that goes, I think I want to color. I think I want to do this. I thought I wanted to go outside, and so I did. It wasn't even a thought. It was just this knowing. So I'm going to invite you again to trust the knowing that is within you. Do not deny it. And even if you do, the energy, the God within you, the spirit, the universe, whatever it is for you, it's going to be like, no, she needs to get this message. She can't see it. She can't feel it within her. All right, we're going to make sure that she emanates it so she can see it outside of her. And she can decode it. That way she'll understand what she's experiencing, what she's seeing, what she needs to believe it, which is herself. And for me, that experience on Friday was just incredible, just incredible. So that is it for now. I think I have this sense. I hate saying I think, because I think thinking is overrated, because it means that we're analyzing and we're trying to figure things out. Never mind. Don't try too hard. Don't think about things. I sense that, metaphorically speaking, I'm having trouble saying metaphorically speaking today. I don't know why. It's a metaphor, that I can tell you. However, maybe the metaphor for me is I haven't gone live enough. I haven't spoken enough about metaphors in a way that opens things up for you and allows you to see how what you're witnessing outside of you is actually a reflection of what is inside of you. And by the way, the negative shit you see outside of you is also a reflection of what's going on inside of you. And that's where things are, it's kind of like an added bonus, because you don't have to judge what you're seeing. You need to allow yourself to take a step back and go like, where am I being that? Where am I doing that? Where do I need to reconsider how to be in this world? Where do I need to reconsider my beliefs? So everything for me in life is a metaphor. And it literally happened. It was, I believe, the spring. It was the spring of 2007. And I was just walking over to the event. And I was just like, wow, I can tell you now, even now as I sit here, I was walking, and to the right of me, there was a field. And there were gophers. And they were just so cute. And here's the other thing. Gophers, they dig holes and they hide and they go quickly. And I thought, whoa, holy crap. That's a reflection of me back then. I went quick and I kept my head down and I would hide. And a few years ago, I recognized that I was hiding in plain sight. However, what I want to share with you is that there has been a lot that has shifted for me in the past 20 years. But more specifically, consciously, I have become more aware of things in this past week. And I won't get into that this time. However, everything is energy and information. And metaphorically, everything is there for you as a reflection to show you what you need to be paying attention to. What is the truth that you're denying? It's there. It's going to be presented to you and for you because it is emanating from you. So I want to share with you maybe Monday. Monday. I don't know. I might not be able to wait that long. To be honest, I might not be able to. However, it was this insight I had. I was working with one of my coaches, and yes, I have several. And I was preparing for a call. It was Monday, and I became aware of words. You know, we goal set I'll say in the business world. A lot of us goal set in our personal lives as well. However, everything's energy and information, and as much as the trees outside on Friday held meaning for me, words hold meaning too, and the vibration of them as well. So there is a specific word that gets used in the business world all of the time, and I've never resonated with it, and I have tried to. The air quotes for trying is because I don't believe in trying. You either do or you don't. The other thing is, trying is like lying or denying yourself your truth. So stop trying. Take a step back and consider, what do I need to do for myself? What do I need? So there was a specific word that I recognize I didn't resonate with, and I haven't resonated with it in 14 years of my business life, and it's been holding me back. And I'm like, Yahtzee, like, holy crap, could it be that this one world, yes, one word that I've been using and have been trying to aspire to embody, to work with, hasn't resonated with me. So it's like, I want to go forward, but the word doesn't resonate with me, so it pulls me back. So think about this, the words you use, everything carries so much information. So I get excited when I get when I get to share what I do, who I am, how I live my life, and share it with others so that you can have a fun and exciting life as well. So I get a little carried away, and I'm not going to stop getting carried away, because this is who I am. This is who I am now. And I want to share that with you so that you can look at your life and see the beauty not only within you, but outside of you, and know that whatever beauty you're experiencing outside of you is nothing more than a reflection of who you are on the inside. And I think you need to know that. So I am going to be showing up. I am going to be sharing. And thank you. Thank you, Tammy. And have a fun day too. So I will be posting probably later today. I'm going to post an image inviting you to share what you became aware of, what stood out for you today, and whether it's a specific tree, a flower, a bird, a bug, it doesn't matter what it is. If you're not sure how to decode it, drop a comment and let me help you decode it. And maybe what I do is, next time I come on a live under, when you see the sign of metaphorically speaking, when you see that sign, know that I'll be metaphorically speaking. And if you don't know how to decode something, come and I will help you. I want you to be excited about your life. I want you to wake up and go like, yay, I can hardly wait to step into my day, because I don't know what it's going to be like. What are the messages that are going to be in front of me? So, all right. I hope this has been fun for you. And if you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. Send me a Facebook message or email me, amy@amymcnaughton.com. And you've got it right there. I'll drop it in the comments below. So if you do want to email, it's there. And I'm happy to respond to you. And I want you to get excited about your life and create a life that fills you with so much joy. And it's totally doable, because holy crap, I did it. And I was doomsday. I was just Chicken Little, as my husband used to share with me. So, all right, huge hugs to all of you, and thank you for being here and still being here. Nancy, Teresa, Debbie, Tammy, huge hugs to you. And if you are watching the replay, just drop replay below. It gives me an idea of who wants to hear more of this and who wants to get excited about their life. I don't know about you, but I know I do. So huge hugs to you, and have an absolutely fantastic day.